In this lesson, we will discuss first-time use. Let's start with a simple question. What is Outlook? When you first open Microsoft Outlook 2016, you are immediately prompted to set up your email for use with the software. In fact, you cannot even access Outlook 2016 until you have done this. Why? Well, because first and foremost, Outlook is an email client. That is, it hosts your email inbox within it. This means that each time you check for mail, Outlook contacts your email service provider to ask if you have any new messages, and then it downloads those messages to your Outlook inbox for you to read. First and foremost, that's what Outlook is. But it does so much more than that, and we will discuss that as we get into this lesson. Next, let's look at setting up your email in Outlook. You may have noticed that we have already set up an email account here just so that we could look at Outlook. If you've opened Outlook for the first time, you may be receiving a prompt that says you need to set up your email information. I will walk you through that here in a moment. So I will go to File and go to Add Account. So if you have already accessed Outlook, or someone else on your computer or a computer has already accessed Outlook, you'll want to do what I'm doing. You'll add your account here. If you're opening Outlook for the first time, it will prompt you as soon as you open the tool to add your account. Either way you go, you'll get this screen here that says Add Account. You'll notice that we're in Auto Account Setup, and that means that Outlook will automatically configure many email accounts. Most email accounts today can be auto-configured unless you are using a particular business email account that doesn't have this set up within Exchange. But this is something that if you're working for a business, most likely your IT team or person is handling. We'll start with email account setup. Your name, for today we'll use student, and we'll enter our email address. We'll enter our password and type it in again, and we'll click next. But before we click next, I want to point out that there is an option for manual setup or additional server types. If you're not familiar with how to do this, you probably don't need to do it. There's a good chance that you could put your information in, click next, and Outlook will grab the information it needs in order to set up your account. Let's watch right now as that happens for us. You can see that Outlook is showing you what it's doing. It's establishing a network connection, and it's searching for my settings. Now it's logging on to the server and sending a test email message. And guess what? My IMAP email account is successfully configured. What does that mean, IMAP? There are multiple types of email programs out there, including IMAP, POP3, Exchange, Office 365, and several others even. So yours may not say IMAP, it may say POP3 or Exchange or some other type of email here. This is not necessarily important for your use. As long as it says successfully configured, then you're good to go. You can change those settings for your account if necessary by checking this box. And you can add another account by clicking on this box here. Add another account. Bottom line here, once you're successfully configured, you click the Finish button, and Outlook is now prepared for your use. And you can see here that Andy from Google has sent us a welcome message, and you can see the test email message that Microsoft Outlook sent to us as well. This is our inbox. Next, let's talk about a first-time data download. The first time you set up your email in Outlook, all of your previously created folders and all of your previous mail, everything you've sent and received, all of this information will need to be downloaded into Outlook, attachments included. Depending on the amount of data that you have in your email, this could take some time. If you've been using the same email account for 10 years, 15 years, which is very possible, you've received a ton of photos, all kinds of emails. All of this information will be downloaded into Outlook and as a result onto your PC when you establish your account in Outlook for the first time. This happens in the background, of course, but note that it will slow Outlook down just a little bit in the beginning until the download is complete. My recommendation? It's best to set it up to do this before bed, and in the morning, everything should be there for you. In the future, each time you open Outlook, it will only download new items since you last opened the software. And that completes this lesson on the first time use of Outlook 2016.